Hey everyone, happy Easter! Hi guys, happy Easter! It is Wednesday and it's time for class. How is everyone today? Are we good? Hi guys, do you like my costume? I went a bit mad today. I'm even wearing a bunny apron for no reason, only that it's Easter. But I am finding it really difficult to breathe in this mask. So I'm going to take that off. But I'm going to keep my ears on for class. How's everybody today?
Someone asked on a call yesterday.
We good? Hi guys, how is everybody? We're good. Happy Easter! Almost. Are you all enjoying your Easter break? Yeah, lots of stuff. Cool. So we've lots of people on today because we've some of my Friday class in today as well.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, Alexander. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you all the things that we're going to need to make today's craft. Okay, so if you have run out of anything, don't worry, just tell me and I'll tell you something else you can use instead. All right, so the first thing we're going to need is, can anyone guess? Glue and scissors. Yes, the first two things. You're all holding them up. Glue and scissors. Well done, guys. Okay, glue, scissors. First two things we're going to need. Next thing we're going to need is a piece of string. One of your pieces of string. We're going to need your markers, as always. Some markers. And we're going to need one piece of white paper and one piece of coloured paper. It doesn't really matter what colour you use. And if you don't have coloured paper left, you can use card. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, so a piece of card or coloured paper, a piece of white paper, your markers, your string, your scissors and your glue. Yes, Lynn?
I don't have any white paper left.
That's okay. Do you have coloured paper?
No, but I do have white cards.
Yeah, you can use white card. That's no problem. Okay? Brilliant. And you've got lovely silver card there. Connor has lovely silver. Is it gold card? It's lovely. Hi, Connor.
You golden with this one.
Can you what? Sorry?
You golden.
Can we use the golden paper?
Oh, you can, absolutely. Now, it is a little bit more difficult using card than paper, but you'll be able to do it with a bit of help from your mum, okay? So if your mum is there, she'll be able to help you out, okay? So if you need to use card instead of paper, it's a little bit more difficult, but don't worry, you'll be able to do it all right, okay? So just letting in another few people there. I'm going to go through everything that we need one more time, okay? Because we've just had more people joining us. Hi, Eve. Hi, everybody. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so we are going to just show you what you need one more time, okay? And as I just said to the others, if you're missing anything or if you've run out of anything, we'll be able to substitute something else that's in the box. So don't worry, okay? So we're going to need your scissors and your glue. Although I did it the other way around. This isn't scissors, Angela. This isn't glue. It's scissors and glue. Well done. We're going to need your markers. Okay? We're going to need a piece of string. Doesn't matter which colour, whatever colour you like. One piece of coloured paper and one piece of white paper. Now, if you don't have coloured paper, you can use card. If you don't have white paper, you can use card. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just saying white because it's easier to colour on than other things. If you have two pieces of coloured paper, you can use that as well. Okay, brilliant. While you're getting those things sorted there, guys, I'm going to show you what we're making today. These are really, really cute. So we're making these hanging Easter chickens for your window, which are really cute. And if we have time, I'll really quickly show you how you can make the same in an Easter bunny. So you'll have two for your window. All right. So if you have anything left over in your box at the end of class today, maybe you can use the rest to make the bunny. Okay. So we're going to make the chickens today. If he stays around the right way so I can show you, we're going to make the chickens today. And I'll quickly then tell you or show you how to make the bunnies as well. Okay. So we have loads of things to get done today. And today's our very last class of term 2. Can you believe it? 12 weeks has gone like that. It's gone really, really quickly. Right, we're going to start with your coloured paper or coloured card. Now, it is a little bit more difficult to do this with card than it is with paper. But if your mum is there or your dad is there or someone's there to help you, then it'll be fine, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to hold our paper landscape. I couldn't remember there. Landscape for a second. We were so used to doing it the other way. And we're going to fold it in half, okay? Like that. And we're going to try and be as even as we can now because it's week 12. You know how to fold things evenly, okay? And when we open it up, we're going to cut down that line so we have two kind of rectangle shapes on our paper, okay? So we've used our coloured paper and we folded it in half landscape wise. So we end up with two fat rectangles. We're going to open it up and we're going to cut down the centre, okay? So we're going to end up with two of those rectangle shapes, okay? So I went a bit mad today and I wore my bunny ears and I don't have my bunny tail on though, because no one would see it. And I've got my bunny apron on. I love Easter, love, love, love it. Okay, so we've got our lovely two rectangle shapes. Fantastic, well done guys, well done. Brilliant, and we've loads of people on today, well done. Okay, now this is, as I said, a little bit more difficult with card than it is with paper. So you can really take your time with it if it's card, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to flip and fold this piece of paper. We're going to hold it portrait-wise, which is your coloured paper. I know it's hard to see that mine is coloured. It's actually kind of pink. It's a light colour pink. All right, so we're going to fold it away from yourself. Okay, we're going to fold it down away from yourself. Okay, like that. We're going to try and get it as even as possible into a line like this, okay? Like that, okay? Then you're going to flip it over on the table, okay? So think the table is here. You're going to flip it this way and fold it towards yourself again, okay? So you're folding towards yourself, sorry, not away from yourself. Okay, then you're going to flip it over again and fold it towards yourself. So you always flipping and fold. So you flip the paper over and fold it towards yourself. Now I'm going to be doing this again in a sec, so don't worry. Flipping it over and fold towards yourself. So it's kind of, when we're finished this, it'll be like a fan. And we've done this before for, in last term, we did it for our peacocks, I think. Okay, so we're going to flip it over again and fold it. So this is why it's kind of hard with the card, because you really, really have to kind of do like this to fold. We're going to flip again and fold, flip and fold all the way down to the end of the paper, okay? So flipping and folding all the way down like that. Okay, so that's, I've ended up with kind of a fan. A nice, an accordion maybe. Okay, like that. All right. So that's my first one. And what we're going to do then is we're going to fold this in half. Okay, like that. And make sure it's a nice strong fold at the end like that. All right. So it looks like a dicky bow.
Isn't it hot?
Hmm?
Really hot.
It does kind of look like a heart, doesn't it? A little bit.
I meant it's really hot today.
Oh, it is really hot today, Alexandra. Yes, it is. Well, I wouldn't say really hot. We're hardly in Australia now. But it is very warm.
No, it's really hot here.
Really?
Really super hot.
Really? And where are you?
Yeah.
Where are you
So
today?
I have to take off this and on walls, and it is burning me in here.
Oh my God. Well, it's not that hot here. But then again, my kitchen where I am is very dark all the time. Yeah, I don't get any sunlight in here, so all my lights are always on. So I'm hot from the lights, we'll put it that way. But I will go outside and have my dinner maybe outside tonight. Would be nice, wouldn't it? And isn't it lovely having nice weather when you're off school? Isn't it? It's lovely. Cool. So actually, yeah, Emma Jane has a lovely mustache going on there. And we've got some dicky bows and some hair bubbles. So guys, we're going to do exactly the same thing with the other piece of paper or card, okay? So the other piece of coloured paper or card, we're going to do exactly the same thing. So we're going to pop it down in front of you and fold a section down, okay? And like this. So we folded a section like that. And we're going to turn it over, and so we flipped it over and we're going to fold again. Now again, like most things, this is much easier to do on the flat. We're going to flip and fold again. And we're going to try and get the kind of folds around the same size, okay? Flipping it over and we're folding again. Well done, everybody. You're like professionals at this point. You're flying through it. On week 12, you're flying through things. We're flipping and we're folding. So we're going to do that all the way down to the second one. Just to say, guys, if you're coming back for term 3, if you can enroll up until the 5th of April, okay? Otherwise, you won't get the box in time for the next term. So we're going to take next week off so everyone can get their boxes. And then we're starting the term again on the week of the 13th of April, the same week you go back to school. All right. And all you do is you go to the website again and you can put in the discount code chatty10 and then you get 10% off. So I hope to see lots of you for term 3. So we're going to do exactly the same thing for this one. And we're just going to fold it in half again. Okay. So we've got 2 of these lovely folded, whoops, I'm throwing it away, folded, flip and fold kind of fan shapes. Okay. So are we all doing okay there? I know it's a bit difficult to do with card. So how are we doing? We're all right. Connor has help. Mommy needs a cup of coffee to keep her going. Great stuff. Brilliant. Okay, right. And Eve, are you okay as well? We're good? Okay, brilliant. Fantastic. So Eve, take your time, sweetheart. Take your time.
I don't know how to.
Show me the one you have in your hand is actually perfect, Eve. Yeah, they're perfect. So close them. At the moment, they're spread out like this. So close them like that. Okay. And then you're going to fold that in half. And that's perfect. Yeah. That's brilliant. That's actually perfect. All right. And it helps if you pinch the bottom of it when you fold it like this, if you just pinch it. Okay. Well done. That's really good, Eve. And you have both of them done, so you're fine. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to take your string. Okay. And it's a nice long piece of string. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to half it like this, folding it in half, like that. And I'm just going to take my scissors and cut it in half. And that means if you have any card or paper left and you want to make this second one, this Easter bunny one, you can use this piece of string for the second one. So we have a spare piece, okay? So what we're going to do with this is we're going to trap it inside our lovely chicken, okay? So you can see it's really trapped in there. It's really stuck, okay? So we're going to take one of our pieces like this. And you're going to put loads and loads and loads of glue on the inside here. So inside the folded bit, okay? Loads of glue on one side. So I'm going to take my glue stick, and you all know the loads and loads of glue rule. Do you know what I'm most excited about this week?
And a lot of chocolate roll.
Yeah, my chocolate rule is definitely happening on Sunday. Loads of chocolate. And don't be mean with it. So that's what I'm most excited about. Now, guys, look, you can see there, this is really shiny, okay? So I've got loads of glue on one side. And I'm going to put the ends, not the loopy bit, but the ends on that bit of glue. Okay, I'm just going to lie it down here. Now, I have to do this bit on the table because it's hard, but I'll show you once I have it done there. Okay? So what I've done is I've just popped the 2 ends here onto my shiny glue. Okay? And when that's done, I'm going to just close the 2 sides and really squeeze. So I really, really trap it in there, okay? Yeah. So I put glue on one side. I trapped the loose ends, not the loopy end, inside. And when I open it up like this, it's 1/2 of my chicken done, okay? With the string trapped in the middle. All right. Is everyone okay? Frida, you okay? Cool, great, fantastic. Well done, girls. Brilliant. How are Rian and Oren doing? Are they good? Fabulous, well done. Yeah, and Callum and Jane, and Connor and Emma Jane, and Iris and Eve and Alexander. Everyone's flying, and Lynn. Brilliant. Fantastic. We have a lovely big class today. It's lovely to see everybody's face. I can't believe we're finished term 2 already. It's gone really, really quickly, but I think you have fun when time flies when you're having fun, don't you?
Jill,
Yes.
I made this over the week.
Oh, that's brilliant. Is that from a paper plate?
Yeah, and I used crayons and I went over them with watercolours.
Oh, really nice. Yeah, that's a really lovely effect. That's how they used to dye eggs in Victorian times with watercolor paints. That's really, really pretty. Really nice. You might use that for next year's art class. Now, brilliant. So what we're going to do with your other one is we're not going to trap anything on the inside, but so we're just going to do glue in the middle and close it like we did with the other one. But we're not going to trap anything in there, okay? So we're just putting glue on the inside and closing it. So we're going to close that up there. And we're just going to squeeze it till it's dry. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So we've ended up with two kind of half fans. And I think we did these rosettes, they're called. For Halloween this year, we kind of made Halloween decorations like this. So those of you who are with me for term 1 would remember how to do these, okay? So we've ended up with two of these lovely shapes. One has a string on it and one doesn't, okay? Really good. So this is the first section we're going to make. Then we're going to do all of the extra bits like the wings and the beaks and the eyes and the feet and stick it all together. And then I'll quickly show you how to make the rabbit version as well, because you might want one of each in your window for the week. Okay, so we've taken this side with our string on it, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to close it again and put glue on one side, okay? Loads and loads and loads of glue again. I'm going to put it down on the table to make sure I have loads and loads of glue on it. Loads of glue. Brilliant. And I'm making a lovely pink Easter chicken. And I'm going to stick them together like this, okay? So I've just got my second one and I'm sticking it on. So I'm making sure it's even at the bottom down here. Okay, that it's not sticking out. And I'm going to squeeze this together now, okay? Well done, guys. All right. And then I'm going to go over to the other side and put loads and loads of glue on again. Loads of glue. And this, as I said, much easier to do on the table. And then I'm going to move it all the way around like this with my fingers. Okay. And I'm going to stick those two sides together. So this one's a bit tricky, especially if you're using card, okay? And we're just going to stick it together. You can use your fingers and get it in there and really stick them together. Okay, so we end up with a rosette shape. This lovely circular shape. Okay, well done, everybody. Well done. And you can kind of see that it's a bit open on one side, and we'll fix that in a second, okay? So what we've done so far is we took our coloured paper and we held it landscape and we folded it in half. And we made a lovely crease. Then we opened it up and we cut down that crease. And we had two rectangular pieces. Then we flipped and folded all the way down for both pieces and then folded them in half. So we had two kind of dicky bow shapes. Well done, Connor. That's beautiful. The gold is lovely.
Together.
Yeah, so you have one side. You have you the two fans done? Have you that done a second time? Yeah, you do. So you're just going to stick the two ends together. So if you open them up, you can glue the two of them together. All right. I'll show you real quick on this one here. So what we did was we folded this in half, cut it in half, and then we flipped and folded all the way down the center. So I'll just quickly show you how to do that. So we flipped and folded all the way down. Then what we did was we took our string and we cut it in half, okay, because the strings are a bit long. And then we trapped the string. So I'm going to show you really quickly how we did that. I'm just flipping and folding here really fast, so you can see it. So we flipped and folded and then folded that in half like this. When we opened it up, we put lots and lots of glue in here. And we put the two open ends, these bits, the loose ends, into the middle here like that. And we trapped it in the glue. So we really, really squeezed it. Now, when you're putting the two sides together, you're going to just put glue on one side and glue the other shape without the string to it like this, okay? And then you're going to put glue on the other side of this and bring the other side all the way around and glue it on, so you end up with this lovely rosette circular shape like this, okay? And that's going to be the body for our chicken or our rabbit, all right? What we're going to do next is we're going to move on to our white paper, okay? And we're going to fold your paper in half, okay? Again, we're going to fold it in half. And it really doesn't matter which way you fold this one, because we're just folding it in half because we're going to make wings, eyes and feet. And of course they've got 2 wings, 2 eyes and 2 feet. So by folding it in half, we only have to draw everything once. And when we cut it out, it'll be 2 of everything, because we like to cheat like that. I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to draw his eyes first, okay? And I'm just going to draw an oval shape or a squashed circle. All right, and I'm going to do it close enough to the open end here. So it means I have lots of paper left over to do other things. Yesterday I got my chicken and my rabbit down out of one piece of paper, okay? So I'm going to draw an oval shape here, like that. And as usual, is my oval perfect? No. Do I care? No, because it's my oval. It can be any wonky shape I want for my art, okay? So I'm doing my oval shape for my eyes, okay? So I'm just going to quickly cut that out roughly, holding the paper together. So when I cut this out, I'll end up with 2 eyes, okay? So I'm going to cut around the oval shape. All right. All the way around, like that. And as usual, you can do whatever kind of eyes you want to do. If you look at mine, here I've done the kind of cartoon eyes. I love these ones. These are my favorite type of eye. So I'm going to do those ones, which is basically a circle with a pizza slice cut out of it. Or you can do those lovely manga eyes that we did at the beginning of term. Or you can do any kind of eye you want, really. It's up to you guys. As always, it's your creation. So whatever you want to do. So I've done my little circle in the middle, or my little oval in the middle, and my pizza slice cut out of it here, okay? And I'm going to colour that in. And you can colour them in any colour you want. And actually somebody yesterday pointed out that it's actually Easter egg shape with a pizza slice cut out, which I thought was kind of cool, okay? I'm going to do the other one exactly the same. So I'm going to do my oval with my pizza slice cut out like this. Oops, my pizza slice is cut out like that. And I'm going to colour that in now, okay? So there are the eyes. And just while you're doing the eyes there, I'll let you know that there's a free video, a free craft that myself and Kian did yesterday up on the Facebook page, where we're painting and we're making these fork painted chickens. So we used a fork to paint them like this, okay? And we made fork painted bunny rabbit families as well. And that's a free video, and that's up on our Facebook page. So feel free to share that with anyone you want. And if you want to get busy with your paints, your leftover paints, you can do that this week as well, because you're off school. You've nothing else to do. So I've got my 2 eyes done. So I've got my oval with my pizza slice cut out, drawn on both of them. So I have a pair of eyes done. All right. And I'm going to just pop that to one side. And I'm going to go back to my paper. And I'm going to do his feet next, because he has got 2 feet, okay? And for the feet, I'm going to just do a rainbow shape and a W with 3 bottoms, except instead of 2, if that makes sense. So a 3-pronged W like that, okay? So I did a rainbow shape and a 3W, a W3, if that makes any sense. So it's a rainbow shape. So when I cut these out, they kind of look like webbed feet, like a duck would have, rather than a chicken, but they look nicer. I think they look cuter. So I'm going to do those. But again, you can do whatever legs you want. You can do little stick legs if you like. These ones are easier to cut out because they're a little bit bigger, okay? And so that's why I'm doing these. And also you could do the same shape leg or same shape foot for your rabbit. So when I cut those out, because the paper is doubled over, I end up with 2 of them instead of 1. So I'm going to do those. And then I'm going to colour them in. Now, it's up to you if you want to colour them in the same colour as your chicken. Or you can give it a different colour. As you can see, I did his beak and his feet orange. So I'm going to do, I think with my pink one, I might do yellow. I'm going to do yellow feet. So I'm just going to colour them in with my marker. And again, guys, just remember not to ruin your parents' table or tablecloth. I'm just going to pop them down on top of some waste paper and colour them in like that. So if I go outside the lines, I won't be ruining anything. And I'm just going to colour those in real fast. Okay. So do you guys have a favourite craft from the term? What was your favourite thing that you made? You're on silent there, guys. The which one?
I love the extra one we made.
The one with on the fridge, is it?
I like the owl one.
You like the owl ones? Yeah, that was week. The very first week. That was really nice. They're my favourite too, I think. Although I do like the bunny magnets that we made too. Actually, I like all of them.
I have my own one right here.
Yeah, that's really cool, Eve. Yeah, your mum sent me a picture of that one, I think. What were you saying, Lynn?
No, that was actually my dad who sent it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That was nice of him. What were you going to say to me there, Lynn?
Mine was the one that we did last week, the fingerprint ones.
The fingerprint ones, yeah. Isn't it nice how we all have different favourites? It's kind of cool. And you're all so good in this class as well. On Wednesdays and Fridays, and all of my classes are really good, really. So I've got my 2 feet coloured in. I've done yellow, okay? And I've got my 2 eyes ready to go. They're here, okay? Now the next thing I'm going to draw is a diamond shape for his beak. Now I know the paper's folded over and you only need 1, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to just draw a diamond shape, okay? So a diamond shape is basically 2 triangles, one on top of the other. Okay? Like that. Okay? So one on top of the other like that. And it's okay that you've got the line in the middle because we're going to colour it in. But when you cut the beak out, we have to colour both sides in. Okay? So just while you're doing that, I'm just going to recap what we've done so far so everybody at home knows what we're doing. So what we've done is we've taken our coloured piece of paper, we folded it in half and cut it into 2 sections, which were 2 kind of rectangle shapes. Then we flipped and folded all the way down on both sides. So we ended up with this lovely shape and we folded it in half like that, okay? And what we did then is we cut our string in half, folded it in half like this again, and glued the loose end into the center here of our folded section, okay? Really, really glued it on. Then we glued the other one, which is done exactly the same together. And when we opened it up, we ended up with this lovely rosette shape, okay? Then we moved on to our white paper and we folded it in half because we're going to make 2 eyes, 2 wings and 2 feet. And everyone knows that if you draw one and you cut one out on the folded paper, you're actually cutting 2 out, okay? So what we did first is we drew oval shapes for the eyes. And when we cut them out, we coloured them in and we have 2 eyes now. We did a rainbow shape with a W. It has 3 sections at the bottom instead of 2. For the feet, we cut those out and coloured them in. And we've just done a diamond shape like this, cut it out, and we're going to colour this one in on both sides because you'll see the top and the inside of this one, okay? Because it's kind of 3D. This bit sticks out. So I'm just going to do that. And that's as far as we've gotten so far. And we're flying it, as always, getting things done. So I'm going to do mine yellow again, just to match the feet. But you guys can do any colours you want. One of the kids yesterday did a rainbow beak and rainbow feet. So it was kind of cute. So I'm just going to colour this in here now. And I'm moving on to my second side here. You guys can take your time. I'm just going to hurry up with my one a little bit because I want to be able to have a few minutes just to show you how to make the bunny in case you want to make the bunny later or during the week.
I have the feet, eyes, mouth,
and the feet, is it?
Yeah, and the wings.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
We're going to do the wings now. Okay. So with the diamond shape, what we're going to do is we're just going to fold it in half like this. Okay. So when we glue it in, we're going to glue the folded bit in to hold the whole thing together. Okay. So we've got our beak, our feet, and our eyes. Okay. Now what we're going to do next on the folded piece of paper is do the wings. Okay. And I'm going to show you a really, really fast trick to do the wings. If you don't want to do them this way, that is completely cool. It's up to you. You can do diamond shaped wings or heart shaped wings, square wings, whatever size wings or shape you want. I'm just going to show you a really quick way to do it. And I'm going to draw a sideways rainbow. Okay. And this is back to my folded paper. A sideways rainbow or a giant or capital C. Okay. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some spikes coming out of it so they look like feathers, okay? So I'm going to do spikes, spikes, spikes. All right, and that's a really fast, simple way of doing a wing. So I've done a capital C or a sideways rainbow and some spikes, zigzags joined onto it. And that's a really fast way of doing a wing, okay? And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to cut these out. Now, remember when you're colouring these in, you're going to have to colour in opposite sides, okay? And I'll show you what I mean there now. I'm going to cut mine out. And I'm going to show you, because unless you want both of the wings to be stuck on one side, which is fine. If you want him to have wings stuck onto one side and none on the other, that's absolutely cool. It's your design. But normally they'd have a wing on either side. So that's what I'm going to do, okay? So when we cut them out, we've cut two of them out together and they face one way. So when you're... Yes, Connor?
I want to do a rainbow feet.
Lovely. That's really cool. The rainbow feet are really cool. So when we've got our wing cut out, you're going to have to separate them and turn one the other way and colour in those sides, okay? So when you cut them out, they're both the same direction. Separate them and turn the other way, okay? So you'll have one facing one way with the spikes and the other facing the other way with the spikes. So when we colour them in, they're going to be coloured on the right side, if that makes any sense, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to colour them in, and I'm going to use my pink marker because I want it to be kind of the same colour as his fluff, or as the main colour of my little rosette here. And I'm going to see if I've got the right colour pink here. I like a nice light colour pink maybe. No, I might have to go a darker colour pink, but that's okay too. So I'm going to pop it down on my waste paper so I don't ruin my table again. And I'm just going to colour that in, okay? So these are going to be a nice kind of a darker colour pink, but that's okay. I don't mind. Okay, so I'm going to colour those in like mad there now. Brilliant. Does anyone have anything fun planned for your Easter break?
Angela.
Yeah?
Well, it's not for the Easter break, but can you show me what the mouth for the bunny is like?
Yeah, so what I'll do the mouth for the bunny in a second. Do you remember how we did the face for our magnet ones a few weeks ago? Yeah, we're doing exactly the same thing. So I'll show you, look. It was the lid of the glue. And you put them next to each other and do two circles. The bottom of a square for the teeth and just a triangle on the top for the nose. Okay, I'll go through that again in a second anyway. So we're going to get the chickens done first, and then we'll get our bunnies done then, or I'll show you little tricks for the bunny, okay? But basically the main part of the body is exactly the same for both of them. So the rosette for both of them is exactly the same as the chicken and the rabbit, because they're both circular. And these look really cool in a window, and again, like all of your art, they'll cheer people up when you're walking past, or they make nice presents. So they're really, really nice. And actually, I got a really lovely present in the post last week, because Chatty 2 was 1 year old last week, and one of my students knitted me a scarf herself, so which was really, really cool, which is nice. And so art really cheers people up and makes people happy. So I love sharing all of the stuff from the virtual gallery with everybody. So make sure you send in those photographs. Even if you're finished the term, it's okay, guys. You can still send them in to me. And I'd love to put them up on our virtual gallery and cheer people up over the Easter break as well. Now, I've got my 2 wings done, and I made sure that I coloured them both in 2 different directions, okay? So like this, okay? Like that, all right? I'm going to start gluing mine together now, okay? So you can see that on one side it's a bit open like this. Can you see that? Okay. That is where I'm going to stick the beak in, all right? So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the folded bit, like that, just rubbing it across the top of the glue like this.
Angela.
Yeah, Connor?
There's one rainbow feet and one not rainbow feet.
That's cool. So I'm going to pop it in here to the bit that's kind of open, all right? And I'm just going to squeeze that together because it'll hold the 2 sections together on the open bit, which is on the other side, Angela. There we go. I'm going to put more glue on it because there's not enough glue on. So there's kind of an openy bit here, and I don't really want it to be open. That's where I'm going to stick the beak. And I'm just going to kind of trap the beak in here a little bit like that. You can see? So I've kind of trapped it in there again, just with a bit of glue. And I'm going to just do that. So it's going to hold the whole thing together. And then I'm just going to open his mouth like this. Like that. So it makes it look super cute. You can see I did the same thing on the other one. Okay. There you go. My pink one has a smaller mouth, but I think that's cute too. So I don't mind. And I'm just going to start gluing parts on, okay? For the eyes, you might need to flatten out a little section to glue it on, but that's okay. That's no problem. You can always bend it then again when they're stuck on, okay? Like that. All right. So I'm going to do that next. I'm going to glue on the eyes. And I can't wait to see what these look like, guys. They're going to be really cool. And just make sure you're sticking the eyes at the top, okay? So they can see where they're going and they're not flying upside down. All right, so that's one of the eyes done on mine there. And I'm going to stick the other one on the other side. And I'm going to try and get them as even as I can. These shapes actually, guys, are really cool for most animals. You can do lots of animals like this in this shape. But you can also do kind of monsters for Halloween like this. And give them just like loads of eyes, or spiders with legs sticking out the side, or octopus with legs hanging down. So this is a really cool thing to have. You can just do these lovely shapes and hang them up for people's birthdays and stuff like that. They're a nice design on their own. When you're doing the feet, you're going to put the glue on the front of the foot, okay? So on the coloured bit in. So when we stick it on the back like this here, you can see the foot, okay? So we're going to glue it onto the back like that. So when we turn it around, you can just see the foot popping out from below all the fluff. Okay, what would be fluff. So again, I'll just do that again. So we're going to take your foot, put the glue on the outside or the coloured side on the top of that. And we're going to just stick that on here. Okay, so we're going to stick it on at the back so you can see sticks out like that at the bottom. So that's mine. I've got my feet stuck on. I've got the eyes stuck on. I have the beak stuck on. Well done, Eve. And I'm going to do the same thing with the wings. I'm going to put the glue on the coloured side, okay? And just the edge of it. Okay, you don't need to put it on the whole thing. So you can see I just have it on the edge here at the bottom. And I'm going to stick that on. So that's my wing stuck on here. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, okay? So gluing on the coloured in bit, and I'm going to just stick it on here on the other side like that. And that is my chicken. So there are my chickens done, okay? If you can see, and they won't face the front, so I'm going to use my elbows. So this guy, they're both done, and they're going to look super cute in the window together. Just while you're finishing those off, I'm just going to quickly show you the difference between the bunny. Like I was saying there to the girls, to Neve and Anna, if you're going to do the face for the bunny, you can do exactly the same thing as we did in week 10, okay? So in week 10, we did our lovely bunny magnets, and we used our glue top on our white paper, and we just drew around it twice, up touching each other, okay? You can see that they're touching each other. And then under that, we drew most of a square, but a line, and we just made our triangle on the top here for the nose. And we did our eyes exactly the same way and our feet exactly the same way as we just did for our chickens. Okay. Yeah, Connor. Well done.
And the golden on one spot and white on the other.
It's so cool, and you've got your mad rainbow wings and feet as well. Fantastic, Connor. Please send me a picture of that. That's really cool. So what we're going to do, the only difference that we're going to do is the ears, okay? And when you're doing the ears, you're just going to draw, I suppose it's like the top of a diamond and a semicircle on the bottom. You can see here, look. And what I did was I just coloured the tops on the outside as well. So when we bent them over to make them 3D, they look like they're pink all over, okay? And I just did a kind of a semicircle for the paws, for the hands. And that's the only difference between the bunny rabbit and the chicken, okay? So if you did want to make the bunny rabbit and the chicken, whatever you have left in your box, you can absolutely do that. Okay, so these are really lovely, really colourful in the window for I was going to say for Halloween, for your Easter, for Easter displays and stuff like that. I'm going to pop up my own Easter display on the Instagram page so you can see what my window looks like now. As well, I'll do that tomorrow. So these are my guys. Don't forget we've got that free video up on the YouTube channel at the moment as well. On our Facebook, you can have a link that you can make your fork paintings. We've got our bunnies and our chickens, and that one's up for free. Don't forget to sign up for term 3 before the 5th of April so you get your boxes in time. Also, don't forget to eat lots of chocolate on Easter Sunday. Yes, Lynn?
My chicken's full. It's so fluffy that he's rolling over.
That's cool. He looks like he's having great fun. Well done, guys. Can I see your chickens? Or your bunny rabbits, whatever you made. Just hold them up there and have a look. Well done, Emma Jane. That's really gorgeous. Well done, Callum. Fantastic. Rian and Oren. Oh my God, those wings are amazing. I love the bunny rabbit. Well done, guys. I love the purple bunny rabbit and the chicken. Eve, well done. I love the wings as well. Fantastic, guys. You've done such a great job. Alexander, well done. Jane, well done. Emma Jane and Connor, well done. Frida, well done. Everybody, you've done such a great job. Niamh and Nana as well. And who else do I have? Rian and Oren. Oh my goodness, the red one looks like Red from Angry Birds. Yeah.
I also did like this chick that comes out of an egg, but I can't find it. But it's like an oval shape, and you cut it and you make 2 of them, and you cut it in half, and you do like zigzags, and then you cut another circle, and you put yellow crepe paper all over it, and you do eyes and a beak and some wings, and then it can go in and out.
Oh wow, that sounds amazing. That's really cool. So it can hop in and out of the little cracked egg. That's very clever. Well done. You can send me photographs of other artwork that you do as well, guys. It doesn't have to be just from our class. So I'd love to see what you're up to. Thank you so much for everything. You can use everything that's left in your box. I don't think there's very much left in there, but you can use everything now. Because happy Easter, Lynn. You can use everything. Well done, Eve. That's fabulous as well. We've loads of paper, and even Anna have loads of paper left. So you can use all of that over Easter to make lovely, lovely stuff and share it with people. Well done, Emma Jane and Connor's mum for the help, and all the parents for the term as well. See you later, guys. Happy Easter. I hope you have lots of chocolate. Bye. Thanks.